that button. Thank you. That makes things easier. Rather than having to re-download from Twitch and then upload from there, I can just record straight off the same file, actually in better quality. So, yeah. Ooh, these are little dinky egg rolls. And that's a lot more food than I expected. Take a photo. Okay, so, anyway. Where were we? Yes. I am currently still in a position that you can't see me very well. Who would have thought that my camera, which is aimed to see me here, would be bad at seeing me in other places? Who would have thought? Anyway. Gabriel Knight. Play. Also, loud sound incoming. All good sounds going on. Here, egg roll. Get out of the bag. Get out of the bag, egg roll. Aha. Yes. Which has messages.
Got a minute, Ray?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they are interrogating a suspect this morning, and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
I bet.
Okay. I don't remember what day in this one you actually go to your grandma's house.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
A drummer has decided.
Can I bother you again, officer?
What is it this time?
I'm here to...
He's in his...
He's in his office, going back. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be slightly distracted. Mosley's office.
Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy, anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. He's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square pushing coke. He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. Have you been present at the so-called voodoo rituals?
I don't know nothing. All right, I told you.
Come on now. You can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look, I can't say nothing. You gotta let me go.
Relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were in plain clothes.
Plain clothes? Like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. You tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you into the witness protection program. But you gotta earn it.
Witness protection? Are you crazy? Oh, don't make me laugh. Oh, Jesus, just let me out of here.
Oh, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
Oh, by now they know I'm here. It's different when I'm supposed to come here. Oh, if I can send a message. Yeah, tell them I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's freaking useless. Just take him back to detaining, would you, Tony? I'll tell you, times like this, I'd kill for truth serum. Damn civil rights.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn, we can only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. For the book, I mean. Hey, maybe you could punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction. That's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can do. Can I ask,
You're the right.
what's the...
Sure as hell ain't going well. There sure are a lot of brakes being applied in different areas of the investigation. We're getting some real info on the victims now, and they're not exactly upstanding citizens. I was hoping to get more out of Crash, but he's scared shitless. We'll have to let him go tomorrow morning.
See, you caught him like slaying coke. And now you're like, we have to let him go. That's not how that works, right? You know. It's real good.
The sign says the open...
Yeah. Alright, so the university. Talk about it.
It looks like the lecture is just starting.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading, under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of these subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits, instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all these spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. One tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa. enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the Voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself. It has much in common with many early pagan practices. Animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the Voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of Voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In Voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a Voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed by the Loa. This is called being ridden. The human worshipper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god, Ezuli, the mistress of love, Papa Nebo, or Gede, the lord of death, Awe, the spirit of water, Legba, spirit of the crossroads, and the cruelest and most dangerous, Ogun Badagri, the lord of destruction.
I gotta get more sleep at night.
Tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician. Voodoo temples are called Houndfors. Their priests, Houngan or Bokors, their priestesses, Mama Loa. In a Voodoo Houndfor, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a Hoto Metan. During ritual conclaves, initiates dance under the supervision of a Bokor and a Mama Loa, or head priestess. The use of totems or animal masks and markings was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves included the ritual gourd, or asan, the ritual knife, or kubasa,
That knife gives me the chills.
the ritual whip, or fouetcache, and the ritual coffin, or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the Mama Loa for specific magical rituals. The Mama Loa is the most powerful figure in any Voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. The Mama Loa is the supreme woman. She comes out of her house at night. She tries to get butterflies, and at night she sees including fireflies.
Good job there, Gabriel.
Firelight. Gabriel?
What? Can't see.
Gabriel, get in.
Can't. It's too small for me.
You must get in, Gabriel.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel, hide.
No! Let me out! Help!
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Anyway, I need to go do something else. There's a lot of talking in this day.
How's it going today?
What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy.
You finished it?
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Wow. This is great.
Yeah, just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
I didn't mean to upset you.
Forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and, good luck.
Okay. Well, I have it. Back to Tulane.
Are you a student?
No. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you've already interrupted and slept through my lecture, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
Do you know what Capri Saint-Call means?
Capri Saint-Caux? Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Tell me more.
It's very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible, if that's what the gods demand. For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Ezuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Ezuli is the gentlest of Loire, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Houngan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loire, such as Papa Nebo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that Loire will simply take it for themselves.
Tell me about Ogun Badagri.
Ogun Badagri is one of the Patrol Loire. The Patrol Loire are much more violent than the Rada Loire. Some people believe the Patrol Loire originated in Haiti, but I have found some evidence that the Patrol Loire were African as well, though worshipped only by a small voodoo tribe, and a very bloody one.
Do you know anything about...
If you'd taken notes during...
Idiot.
Can you tell me anything about this?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
Great. I'll be right back. Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself.
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
No. You're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
You don't
You
say.
think this veve is authentic?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information. You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Absolutely. But I'm undercover. You can contact me at St. George's Bookshop in the quarter.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this, if you don't mind. Goodbye.
Okay.
I don't need to go visit.
Yep.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
Unnoticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else,
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
whatever for?
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I've got a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See, I knew it. You're crazy about me too. Come by tonight, please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Damn it.
Okay, we did a lot of the outside
Hello,
stuff.
beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of see.
Now for the... This is a little made better for being
Hello.
Is this the Casino resident?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
I'm a busy man. What are you selling?
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
Hi, Casanau residents.
Hi. I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Casino was inside it.
Dixieland Drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
Hello?
Hello, I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, now we know what that is. So.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Do you have...
Madam Casino? Sure,
Really? She told me.
yes, but I'm not...
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro, her little doggy? He's so sweet. I guess if you know Castro is okay. Her address is 345 Dopey.
Thanks.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, wait.
might be able to use this black shirt.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of this where it's just like I'm going completely off memory.
Good luck.
That was a pain in the ass to figure out the first time I did it.
There's a knothole about the size of a quarter in the wood paneling on that wall. Someone is in there.
I'm trying to remember. How to get this.
A meshed window provides... The panel behind the mesh window...
Right, this is one of the ones that's different.
May I help you, my child?
I'd like to make it.
All right, if it'll make you feel better.
The overall apology.
I think I just need to give an overall apology to the universe.
I see.
Thanks, Father.
Is there anything...
I've done some pretty rotten things to my friend Mosley.
Rotten? What do you mean?
Practical jokes, insults, among other things.
I see. Are you sorry?
Well...
Pray for forgiveness and say 3 rosaries. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Goodbye, then.
The panel...
Because I need to get a collar. Like, the priest collar.
This black shirt won't get me into Madame Casimir. This black shirt won't...
Yeah, I need the collar. What was in my inventory?
Hello, beautiful.
The excite.
And like I know where to get it.
Got a minute?
What's up?
Could you do...
Sure.
I have a...
Maybe I can't do it today.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Yuck. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want, but check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of it. See you later.
See ya.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mind if I
Ask what you want.
What can you tell me?
It's the biggest night of the year. Voodoo.
What goes on exactly?
I couldn't say.
I found out what Cabri Sankal means. How did you know about human sacrifice?
I never said them words, monsieur. You must have heard them from someone else.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Could I ask you...
Of course.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Of course. It is one of the Loa.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
I do not believe so.
Isn't he one of the Loa?
Perhaps. I am not familiar with some of the more obscure Haitian and African Loa.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I believe they have something to do with Haitian. But that is not really my area.
I don't remember if it fixes it now that you've heard what these things are.
The voodoo shrine is...
Professor Hartridge called this a Sake Madule.
Mm-hmm. That's important.
Thanks a
later.
lot.
Come back again.
At least the chair business. Gabriel might need the goodwill. Curtain someone is... The panel...
Can't remember in the newer version how to do this.
May I help you, my child?
Could you give...
Do you feel the need?
You wouldn't believe me if I...
All right.
The priest blesses...
Peace be with you.
Thank you, Father.
Is there anything?
I'd like to...
All right.
I've had impure...
Impure thoughts? You mean thoughts of sexual relations?
You could say that, but worse than what you mean.
Worse? You mean extreme sexual relations?
Extreme sexual?
Well, not involving animals or anything.
Oh, well. Perhaps we should just leave it at that. Pray for forgiveness and say 10 rosaries. Is there anything else?
I haven't paid my assistant for 3 months.
Have you had the money?
Nope.
Sounds like a matter for the courts, Seth, not the church. Is there anything else?
Some people say I'm a selfish person, Father.
We can always strive to improve ourselves. Patterns can be broken.
Yes. Thank you, Father.
Is there anything else?
I've had a lot of women, Father.
A lot? More than 10?
Yes, Father.
More than 20?
Yes, Father.
More than 40?
Yes, Father.
Son, I don't think this is a matter for a priest. I think you'd be a good therapist.
If we're counting therapists, then I'm up to at least, let's see, count the one, and this might take a while.
My son, I'm afraid my lunch break is coming on about now. Pray for forgiveness and say 20 rosaries. On second thought, when you finish the math, say that many rosaries.
Gabriel hears him leave the confessional.
I should probably add one more rosary to that while I'm at it. I've been a bad boy. I've always wondered how...
Yup.
Inside the box, Gabriel.
Take
that oil is for hope.
You never know when a priest...
Alright, I'm gonna grab something real quick before we go talk to Madame Casino. Oh. Loud noise incoming. Okay.
All right, but this is private.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Father McLaughlin, you say? You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
Thank you, my child.
Please be seated, Father.
I can't remember, since I haven't played the original in a while,
What can I do?
if Tim Curry attempts a Cajun accent, putting on an Irish accent.
Do you mind if I...
Of course not.
Do you have any idea what caprice encore means?
Maybe. I know. I bet you do not know, Father, n'est-ce pas?
It means goat without horns.
Father, you surprised me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
Do you know anything about...
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans, but the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Who are the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Lavo was just a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Lavo, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound for.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in New Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear their drums at night, oh yes. That's why I'm so ill, I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there, I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if ever there was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I've always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake. Even though its vibes aren't great, let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now let us pray.
Oh, I don't have the fucking shit. Right. Forgot to actually grab something.
Bless you, my child.
Bless you, Father McLaughlin.
Right. I remembered everything except one part that I didn't pick up. Gotta get the clay.
I'll take some of this clay.
Yes? Who is it?
Wrong house. Never mind.
Fine, good day.
All right.
It's always kind of funny with the adventure when you're like,
it's Father McLaughlin.
Yes, Father.
Don't you know?
Come on in. Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Do you mind?
If you wish.
Can I see that snake bracelet?
The reblessing.
I do admire your thoroughness, Father. Here's the break.
Bless this bracelet of it, even though let it do. When they wear it, voodoo spirit don't come back. And now,
Gabriel has a talk about the clay.
bless, oh bless this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
Take it,
A
Wilbur.
lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
Oh, I feel so much better now.
It's so fucking stupid.
Good day, Madame Casanova.
Goodbye, Father.
Okay.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he? Here?
I really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight. You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think
You gotta work harder than Gabriel.
Your eyes. I could show you around a little. It's not much, but
Please don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
That's a very, like, 1950s noir movie. Just shut up and kiss me. Hey, no nightmare. I spoke to one who smelled of death. He gave me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into a veil of tears.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Have it your way. Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Yeah, he gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something. I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Always read the newspaper.
Times dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murder. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
What case?
The voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were a result of an underworld cartel war. and that the war is over.
That's not good?
It's ridiculous. And what about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel, but if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
You don't get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation lest his eye fall on you, too.
Peachy.
Gabriel also spots an ad for Sam Springleton, a jeweler. Sam hangs out at the Napoleon House. Gabriel watches the man watching the shop.
Outside now. Good chopsticks, though.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure
Get on out.
outside does not respond.
Like they
See you
made
later.
it made it less, it made it way more linear in the remake than it used to be. Like you found out about most of these locations well before, like Napoleon House.
Knight, hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The Voodoo Murders case has been closed.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
I have to tell you, bud, I'm pretty pissed off about this case being closed.
Hey, I'm not any happier.
How can I...
Look, the department...
So, couldn't...
With what? I got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the...
Okay, you...
What do you mean?
You need to prove that there's a legitimate voodoo cult in Narland. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
How can I...
You prove that they're... Prove that... Get me a lead on the cult.
This is a newspaper clipping about a murder committed in 1810. That murder is an exact match of the voodoo murders, right down to the marks around the bodies.
This does sound like the same M.O. 1810.
1810. They killed then, they're killing now. Isn't that proof that they're likely to kill again? Or that they are a threat?
Sure, if there is a voodoo cult, they're a threat.
Alright. There's one.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? That's pretty good work, Knight, but that doesn't prove that this pattern is really connected to voodoo.
Just like that, huh? We never thought about that. Okay, so I don't think I actually have everything to do it yet. I need the,
I'll let you get back to it.
Later, Knight.
I need, the professor from the university to contact me. And I also need a couple other things. Drummers.
Could I ask you?
Sure, I'm not too bad.
What can...
Voodoo? Don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
What can you tell?
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They've played there every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and such.
Really? Thanks. So what is Sam?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodoo-ien and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day he went up and talked to the girl. And sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife, poor guy.
Okay.
Excuse me, I...
What game?
He's right, you know. So let me die in peace, would you?
Alright, so you know that now. Overlook.
Those binoculars, Uncle.
Anyway, the jackhammer.
That's Crash. What the hell is he up to with that drummer? Huh. Crash and the drum.
Interesting.
Madame Lorelei, the fortune teller, is gone. The Pontalba buildings are historical landmarks.
Okay.
I need to talk to you. Come on. I have to know.
You don't know nothing about nothing, man. You are so far out of it, you wouldn't understand anything. Just like that friend of yours, Mosley. Go away!
I'm not like Mosley. I know more than you think I...
Forget it, man.
Do you recognize...
No.
Do you recognize...
No.
I don't remember what I have to show him.
Do you recognize this?
No.
there.
The drummer does not.
I can't remember what it.
Come on. Do you recognize?
No.
Okay, we gotta do other things first then.
I don't need to go over.
The marks are reddish in color.
Hey, kids.
Bruno. How nice.
Gee, a customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the flower business?
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Rare books.
That explains why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you gonna sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
How much would you give?
Oh, you're...
Gabriel?
Yeah, I'll let you have it all right.
Well, I could give you 100. That's...
Gabriel, 100.
Stay out of this. Fine.
Gabriel!
Here.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display. Though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it. I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
I don't believe you.
It's just a painting, Grace.
See, with this one, that just happens. Whereas in the original, there were times before you get to the point where you sell it, where he would come in, and every time you say no, until you find out that you need that money.
I've got some things.
Good luck.
Hi. Can I ask you, would you take 50?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is $120.
What? You said you'd sell it for 100 before.
You misheard, monsieur. The price was always 120.
See, that's one difference right there.
Hello.
The excitement.
Okay, so.
Got a minute?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Your grandmother called. She said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay. Do you have messages for me?
That man from Germany called again. Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's...
Interesting. Can I get that phone number?
Sure, I'll give it to you when we're done talking. Here's that phone number.
Thanks.
Okay, so In this game, you have to wait till day 4 to go visit your grandmother, when you can do it on day 1 in the original. Which I get what they're doing for. They're going for a more linear, like, straight shot kind of thing. But...
I'll be back later.
Have fun.
It makes it less, like, confusing with all the puzzles and everything. But, you know. It's like, go talk to your grandma.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Oh, sorry it's been a while, Grandma.
Not at all. Give me a kiss.
Now come on, sit down. Tell me how you're doing. How have you been, Gran?
Just fine, dear. I'm sorry I bothered you at work, but, I was hoping you'd get a chance to go through your father's things in the attic.
Don't be silly. You can call me anytime. You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Oh, you.
Have you baked any of your incredible molasses pies lately?
No, dear. But you let me know when you want some, and I'll whip up a half a dozen.
But yeah, like... I don't know. With how the year's been... Talk with your loved ones, everybody. Especially if they're older.
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about?
You know.
Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated to America when he was 21. He walked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father, Philip.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad supported me and your father with bookkeeping. I'll tell you what, though, he hated every minute of it. Didn't really like bookkeeping one bit. Maybe that was why he had the worst luck with jobs. Oh, the nights he'd come home afraid to tell me he lost another. And I'd tell him it didn't matter to me, but he felt ashamed, Gabriel.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Harrison was only 36 when he died. Your father was 8 years old at the time. Your granddad was hit by a streetcar in the business district. It took me nearly a year to believe he was really gone.
I'm sorry, Gran.
Oh, I know you are, dear.
Tell me something about...
Did you know that your granddad was a poet? He was. He wrote the most beautiful poetry for me when we were courting. I always thought he should have done something with that gift, but he was such a practical man. Didn't believe in chasing after dreams.
A poet, huh? If you remember, on the first day, the book of German poetry, there was a poem by Heinz Ritter. And now we have a person from Germany calling. He says, I remember our family, their last name's Ritter.
Tell me about my father.
Your father was my only child. How we adored him.
Tell me about my father.
Philip suffered from terrible nightmares, just like your granddad did. Oh, they were two peas in a pod.
Tell me about my father.
When Philip met your mother, oh, it was love at first sight. They were married 2 weeks later. Never looked at a girl seriously until then, and he looked at plenty. You have your father's way with women, Gabriel. And your granddad's.
Tell me about my father.
I wanted to just lay down and die when he and your mother were killed in that car crash when you were only 8. It was the thought of taking care of you that kept me going, Gabriel. The police say your father swerved off the road after being frightened by something. Perhaps a deer in the road, or a wildcat.
Tell me about...
Your granddad wanted Philip to have a normal life. He was obsessed by that thought. He pushed Philip to go to law school, but Philip was driven to art. He painted almost in a daze. He would get so inside himself when he worked.
Tell me about my father.
So, our family has had a poet, an artist, and a writer.
The three of you when his painting couldn't. I kept telling him, try something more cheerful, like a landscape or two, but he couldn't do it. His work was just too dark and disturbing for the public, you know.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans. She was beautiful and reckless. She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked to define her family. Since you're so interested in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 and visit the family tomb? It would be such a sweet gesture.
It's just past the Ross tomb, right? Oh, maybe I will.
There we go.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother's family refused to give her money after the marriage. All she had left was a modest trust fund from her great aunt, who happened to like Philip. The remainder of your mother's trust fund became yours when she died. That's what you used to open your bookshop.
Tell me about my mother.
The Templetons are all gone now. Every last one of them. Oh, they never wanted anything to do with us, of course. What a waste.
You've lost weight. Are you courting a new man?
Oh, Gabriel, don't be silly. You know there'll never be anyone but your granddad for me.
Your hair looks very pretty today, Gran.
Well, thank you, dear. So does... Well, you've always had such nice, thick hair, Gabriel.
Oh, the evasion. Oh, man.
You know, I always tell people that my Gran is the prettiest grand old belle in the city.
Oh, dear. You shouldn't talk so.
What can you
Nolans is very southern, of course. Though not as much as it used to be when I was a girl. It's gotten much more influenced by the East Coast and that California stuff. Still, it hasn't changed as much as other places, I reckon. We've always been happy here.
What's...
I've been working on baby sweaters for the church bazaar. Keeps me busy.
Done anything interesting lately?
I raised you.
Lately, Gran.
Oh, you know me, Gabriel. I always got my nose poked in something.
It must run in the family. You're looking well, Gran.
Oh, thanks, dear.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
I'm gonna go up to the attic, Gran.
Be careful of the dust.
Okay. Drydraken vegan.
There's an interesting
Can't remember. Because it's 3 dragons. If I can remember how to do this. I think it's this. And then...
The face of the clock is... A ring of 6 symbols surrounds the face of the clock. A sword, a sun, an angel, a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon. The ring of symbols doesn't appear to have any mechanical function, but it does move. A keyhole sits...
Right.
There's a lot of Granddad's old stuff in here. Might be something interesting.
A bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and Rebecca. More of Harrison Knight's German books.
Just what I need.
I like how he just tips it up.
What's this?
Uh-huh.
Some old clothes, including...
Are those called lederhosen?
One Stein. Okay. So, now that I have the key, it's 3 dragons.
The key winds the clock's mechanism.
Granddaddy, you old fox.
Yeah.
The letter is written in German, but it was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in Rittersburg. The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the
Heinz Ritter?
recurring words strewn throughout the letter is the word Schattenjäger. The only other thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency and... The back of the photo has the following written on it. Schloss Ritter, 1925.
So yeah, following the clues, you get that poem in that book was written by your grandfather, and that was the hint for the clock face puzzle for 3 dragons.
Golf was... I'm not sure what my game was.
It wasn't golf.
I think I'll leave that...
The trunk some old clothes, including a pair
Aren't those
serious hiking boots, more of Harrison Knight's German books,
just what I need.
and a bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and Rebecca. The brass bed frame.
Yeah.
Can we talk?
Of course.
Do you know any...
Hans Ritter. Oh, Gabriel. Where did you hear that name?
I found a letter in Granddaddy's clock.
Oh, I promised I'd never tell you or your father, but I suppose it doesn't matter now.
Tell me, Gran.
Your granddad's name was Hans Ritter before he came to America. He changed it to Harrison Knight legally when he arrived.
Dun 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 dun.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
Schattenjäger? Schattenjäger? Oh, how odd, Gabriel. I haven't heard that word in years. My goodness, you've given me a chill. Your granddad used to say that sometimes in his sleep.
Really? Do you know what it means?
No, I'm afraid not. I asked him about it once. I don't think he answered me. Odd.
Thanks, Gran. Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
Wolfgang Ritter? Oh, no, dear.
Huh. Odd.
As I said, Your granddad's surname was originally Ritter.
Why did Granddad change his name?
I don't know. I tried to ask him about his family and his life before America, but he didn't want to talk about it. He never even told me about his name change. I found out one day when I saw his passport in a drawer. Since he obviously found it painful, I never questioned him about it. But I'm sure it wasn't trouble with the law. Your granddad was the best man I ever knew.
Is there anything you need?
Me? No, I'm just fine, Gabriel. I have more than enough of everything.
Nice weather.
Oh, Gabriel, it's been just awful. Muggiest summer of my life.
Oh, nothing.
All right.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
That one in the middle is your grandfather. Those other two, I don't know.
Well, Gran, I'd better get going.
Take it easy on those women out there, will you, Gabe?
Women? You're my only girl, Gran.
Okay, so.
Hello.
The excite.
Now we talk to our great uncle.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
Yeah, is this Gabriel on the phone?
This is Gabriel Knight. Why are you calling me, Mr. Ritter?
I've been having premonitions of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
What in the hell are you talking about?
It is hard to explain on the phone. I have had dreams about you. It took me a long time to have you tracked down. I knew that Heinz had a grandson, but until these dreams started, I did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Heinz was my brother. There is much about the family that you should know. Come to Schloss Ritter in Rittersburg, West Germany. It is our family home. I will tell you everything when you come. You must come immediately. You are in great danger there.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly, I don't know you from Adam. And I'm not going to fly off to Germany, even if I could afford it.
Gabriel, please. If you won't listen, at least let me send you something. It is a journal from one of your ancestors. Promise me you will read it. You are the last of our line. I'm too old to carry on. You are our last
Schloss
hope.
Ritter
Please,
in
for your
Rittersburg.
family, read
Like
the
that
journal.
means
All
a
right,
lot.
I'll look at it.
Good. Now be careful and come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
Got a minute?
What's up?
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
No. Is that a voodoo word?
I don't think so. It's German.
No, sorry. I don't speak German.
Okay, let's see. Okay, now I gotta go to the family crypt,
I've got some things I need to do.
which,
Good luck.
like I said, there's some differences gameplay-wise between the original and this one. One of them is this extra $20 for the head, the gator head, which is kind of stupid.
Hi. I'm Rebecca's grandson.
Much as when they were alive. DeMarco reads.
These are Grant's folks.
DeMarco reads. Meryl Planter Wright.
These are Grant's folks.
DeMarco reads. Harley Wright.
Grand's sister. She died young.
DeMarco reads. Harrison Knight.
Granddaddy. How's it going, Granddaddy? Gran talks a lot about you, Harley. Hi.
Much as when they... DeMarco reads. Philip Knight.
Daddy. Hey, Daddy.
DeMarco reads. Margaret Templeton Knight.
My mother. Miss you, Mom. Oh, shoot. Huh. Looks like someone left something in that vase.
Yeah, literally that.
Inside the broken...
Looks like it's my lucky day.
Yeah, literally just $20 that you get from talking to the crypt. It's real dumb. I don't remember if I have to combine them. No, they're right there. Okay, cool. Dixieland drugstore. Give me the gator head.
Hi.
It's real goddamn dumb.
Can I ask you... Would you take...
Don't...
What?
But yeah, no, that's just, it's real fucking stupid.
I have $120. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's 120 sure enough. That mask is yours, sir.
I don't remember if the remake does the thing, but the original had it, like, it was kind of funny.
Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Now don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck Oil instead.
Well, I was thinking a man as young as you wouldn't be needing that kind of remedy. But, if you's having problems with your,
that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks anyway.
'Cause it ain't none of my business if you do need it now, huh?
I don't need it.
Oh, of course you don't.
Of course you don't. Okay. It doesn't do it automatically, like, but let me see. Okay. Okay, it doesn't pull the joke. In the original, after he takes down the other one, he has a different mask that he just replaces it with. And it's like one of the better jokes in the original. Alright, Napoleon House. Now that I have Master Gambling Oil.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game, that's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, bastard.
Yep,
I never needed to cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Whoa, hold it. You really think Marcus uses this stuff?
Would I make something like that up?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe. This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
This voodoo oil,
Really?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses this? That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle. This looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
Ah, Pims.
How much you think I ought to put in here?
Careful, you don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
What's up?
Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Smarty Big Mouth.
Get them. That zero noise of getting a point
Checkmate.
is so good.
Checkmate, you bastard.
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate! Checkmate! Checkmate!
You are the biggest butthead, Sam Singleton, that I have ever met.
Checkmate!
You can just put that chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Hallelujah! I did it! Yippee!
He's so happy.
Nice game.
Nice game! Hell, I was brilliant! Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years.
Will do.
All right. Now, he is a jeweler.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this, a clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like...
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet later today. Right now, I feel like I could do anything. Meet me here in a few hours.
Great, thanks.
There we go. Yeah, get the mental aspect going. Have to give him the mold. He makes a cast of it.
Could I ask you?
Sure.
Hi, how's it going?
It's been worse.
Tell me about the street.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know? Like that drummer right outside. They say there's been a drummer outside Napoleon House since the day it opened. Now, I like drums, but this character really gets on my nerves. It sounds like the same thing over and over. I just want to say enough already.
Sounds like my life.
All right. To the map.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you...
Okay, not yet then.
Thanks a lot.
Come back.
Okay, so. So yeah, we've gotten some different things. The crocodile mask. I'm kind of sad that he took the joke out. But it's like, that's what I have. Kind of a mascot. And then as soon as you buy it, just replace it with a different one he has behind the counter.
A sign on the front door of magenta.
That's the next thing. Alright.
Madam Lorelei, is it?
What can I do for you, handsome?
That's a nice snake you have there.
Oh, I could say the same of you.
Wow.
Well, I know where I got mine. Where'd you get yours?
That's personal.
How's business?
How's business?
How about...
The prices are
They seem a little...
Well, I sometimes do my intimate friends for nothing, but I am a businesswoman.
I'm sure you are. I'd really...
Oh, sorry, sweet.
Elvis.
Well, then move aside.
Like, that's something we need to do later. Because you remember, in our inventory, we have a scale, an iridescent scale. Hiccups. Okay. Like, I know it's supposed to be like,
The door to Hot Re-
yeah. That's later.
I knew you...
Really? I forgot you were...
Got a minute?
What's up?
So,
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
what can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Done anything?
By your definition? No. I prefer it that way.
Okay, so I think now I can go get the cast. And then show that to Crash.
Good luck.
Have him flip out.
Sam, my man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you. This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah? Where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world. The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm going to enjoy watching him squirm through every mile.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
Dun, 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 dun. Get that noise. Okay, now that we have that. Hey Crash, you're about to die. Tell me what you know.
Do you recognize this?
Where did you get that?
Why? Do you know something about it?
Know something about it? Look at this.
Crash opens his shirt and reveals a tattoo.
It's the same snake.
It's their sign, man. The bark of the snake. Without it, they'll never let you get close.
The sign of the snake, right. Your tattoo, my bracelet. Now do you believe that I know something about these people?
All right, yeah. You know about them. I guess.
Will you answer some questions for me now?
Okay, I'll talk to you. A little, but make it fast.
Dude, look at this face. This very strung out face.
Tell me what...
Look, take some advice. Stay away from this voodoo shit. You don't really want to know, man. Believe me, do yourself a favor and leave me alone.
Tell me what you know.
Oh, man.
Does the name...
No! Don't say that name.
Why not?
It's evil, man.
Tell me...
No! Don't say...
They who...
Shut up, man!
Do you know any...
No! Leave me alone about that shit.
What do you mean?
No! Not me.
Oh, you...
No! A hospital...
Do you have...
I never heard of...
What can you tell?
Nothing.
Do you know...
The eyes. Snake's eyes. Damballa.
Okay, calm down.
Man, can't you... I don't know her.
I want to...
You're on the right track. That's all I can say.
Do you know...
I never heard...
I saw you talking to that...
You saw me with the drummer? Nobody's supposed to see. Oh, shit! I blew it again. Promise you won't say nothing to no one. It'll get back to him. Everything does. Promise me you won't tell anyone you saw me.
Okay, but you have to tell me everything I want to know.
Okay. All right. I was sending a message, man. They have these Rada drummers posted around the quarter. They see everything, and they report.
Report? How?
The drums, man. It's some kind of code.
Now,
they wear them when they're dancing at their rituals. But they don't just wear them. They become them. They become the animals.
Stop talking nonsense.
It happens, man. That's all I know.
Now,
all I know is these people are into some weird shit. They have power. Real power. They can write your name on a piece of paper, chew it, and you end up like minced meat, like you've been through a grinder. They know things in their heads. Things that no one ever knew about you. They know when you lie. They can smell it. They are fucking scary, man. I don't know if it's the devil or what, but it ain't no fake shit, man. It's real.
Now,
they did the murders. And that's not the only way they kill. No, they can get you from miles away, just by saying your name.
Come on, you don't really believe that, do you?
No. I seen it, man. You can't cross them.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
They always meet outside somewhere that night. I saw them last year. Dancing and howling. You don't want to be anywhere near them.
Tell me what you know about us.
All right. This is underground cartel in Nolans. A voodoo cartel. They control everything that happens on the street. I mean everything that's bought or sold. They have fingers in the legit world too. Banks, foreign stuff, you name it. There's supposed to be this temple. What you said, a hound for. That's their headquarters, man. I heard people say it's underground, somewhere in the quarter. I don't know where though.
In the quarter.
Have you ever been there?
No. I've never been in it. I'm nobody, man. A runner. But I saw them once. Out at the lake. They became animals, man. Beasts. I remember the eyes. The eyes.
Hey, are you okay?
No.
The eyes. The eyes of the snake.
I think I should go get a doctor. Hey, are you all right? Someone! I need help!
The eyes. The eyes of the snake. Damballa.
Crash?
Crash spasms twice more. Then dies as Gabriel watches.
Oh my God. Oh, poor bastard.
Well, he died. Time to, take the shirt. Remember how we've been using the sketchbook?
I guess I'd better copy this tattoo.
Moving the body is a...
Okay, so now we leave.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Hello?
It's me. I can't sleep.
Oh, me neither.
Can I...
Yes. Come.
Usually that comes later. Day 5. The road was blocked, the truth was shunned. The white flag had been waved, reversal cost me all I had, and everything I'd braved. That little animation of him going in is kind of sketch, because it's very obviously a 3D object on a 2D background.
Are you okay, Gabriel?
Sure. Great. Why?
I'm worried about you.
If I were any better, Grace, I'd be dead. Now what's up?
You got another package this morning, overnight from Germany.
I was expecting that. Where is it?
Well, it kind of came open, but I salvaged the contents. There was a letter from your great-uncle Wolfgang and a journal.
The package just came open, huh? How'd you like the journal?
Someone has to look after you. You're in trouble, in case you didn't know it.
Yeah, you've been reading my horoscope again, haven't you, Grace?
Just read the journal carefully, Gabriel. Please.
I got it. St. George's books. Oh, Professor Hartridge. I'm glad you called. Did you? Oh, you did. You did. Oh, wait. Slow down. The agree. Really? You think that's them? A wheel within a wheel. Ogun agree, huh? Well, that does sound like it. Dambala, the snake. That's the wavy pattern at the bottom. Okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo? Well, why would the Veve show up there?
It's all connected.
Okay. Look, I'll come over as soon as I can, okay? Relax, Professor. I'm excited too, but you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Okay, thanks. See ya.
That line there is,
I wish you'd tell me what's going on. I swear you're gonna step into a hole you may never get out of.
Don't look so worried. No one knows what I'm doing. I'm perfectly safe, and I'm getting some great stuff for the book. Besides, there's something about all this. My dreams.
What about your dreams?
Oh, nothing. I'll be careful. I promise.
okay. Read the newspaper, Gabriel.
Times dated June 22nd, 1993. Disgusted with the state of the voodoo murder case, Gabriel turns right to his horoscope. The shadow upon you is no longer reversible.
Wonderful.
Yeah, a lot of this game's points are kind of backlogged in the later half. But right now, what we have done seems like a pretty good place to stop. So we're gonna go ahead and close this out. I'm gonna save first. before we close it out. Save. Save. Day 5. So, yeah, with that, we're going to go ahead and quit out. I'm going to go ahead and turn it to fixed cam. Whoop. Hello. Turn this back on. And we're going to look to see if anyone's on right now. It's currently, 1 a.m. where I am. Open Sesame. No. No? Okay. In that case, everyone, remember, stay warm, stay safe, and have a little bit of fun, just as a treat. Later.